All right, you can hear me. Welcome. Let me get my screen ready. And let's start out in our child's pose. Wonder if this will help make it brighter. All right, big toes together, knees apart. Start your fitness tracker. Walk your hands out and away. On an exhale, bring the forehead down to the mat. Maybe adjust a little bit. Really let yourself settle in. Try to make this feel different. Or what can you notice is different today? Maybe think about how many child's poses you've done in your entire life and try to find something new right here, right now. Shift your focus to the breath. Arrive. Walk your hands in. Thread the right arm underneath the left, palm up, rest the forehead on your left hand. Slow, deep breathing. Switch so that the ear is down, left hand on top. Oh, my shoulders are sore today. Press into the left hand, trying to straighten the left arm. Twisting the middle upper back. Take a breath here. Release. Press into the left hand to lift up. And walk the right hand forward. Left arm threads underneath. And rest your forehead on the right hand. Switch so that the ear is down. Right hand presses into the left to open up the middle upper back. Keep the right hip bone down. And press up. Walk your elbows forward. Touch each shoulder. And open up the triceps. Reach your arms out in front of you, tabletop. Tuck your toes, and let's draw circles with the torso. Forward, back, and around. Go both directions. It's a chance to roll out the wrists one at a time. Neutral spine. Tuck your toes again and hover the knees. Don't push back. We're going a little bit farther forward because we want to feel this in the core and the upper body. Lower your knees down to the mat. Untuck the toes. One cat cow. Make it so intentional. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Neutral spine. Let's tuck the toes and press up into our downward facing dog this time. Open up the backs of the legs. If you like to pedal it out, now's your chance. Stretch the top of each foot one at a time, both at a time. Let the head and the neck go. Good, good, good. Go. Lower your knees back down to the mat. One cat-cow. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Neutral. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Find stillness this time. Find your alignment. Hands shoulder width, index fingers point straight ahead. Relax the head and the neck. Open up under the triceps. Press the heels down. Walk to the top of the mat, ragdoll. Bend one knee at a time, bend both knees at a time. And lift one heel at a time to stretch the feet out. And bring the feet to touch. Relax over your legs. Press to stand. Find your version of good posture. Try not to arch the back. Bring the palms to touch. Recommit to the present moment. Inhale, sweep the arms wide and overhead. Inhale, look up, reach up. Swan dive forward, long exhale. Right foot to a lunge. Big step to the back of the mat. Lower the hips down. Don't go beyond a 90-degree angle with the front leg. Inhale, lower the right knee. Leave the toes tucked. Feel the right hip flexors. Exhale, try to press the legs straight. Press through the back heel. Lunge, back knee stays lifted. Lunge twist. Right hand down, left arm opens up. Reach the left hand so high. Left hand down. Left foot back to a plank. Hold here. Press the floor away. Lower all the way down for a quad stretch. Forehead rests on the left hand. Bring the right foot in. Press the hips forward. Switch. Use a little bit of arm strength, especially if you're starting to find some more flexibility here, because you take my classes all the time. Let go of the left foot. One low cobra. Flex the feet against the mat. Engage the legs and the thighs. Roll the shoulders back and lift up halfway using the back strength. Let's hold here for like 2 breaths. Lower down slowly. Press up, tabletop, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift onto the toes, shift the weight to the front part of the hands. Almost like you're going to lift the palms up, but not really all the way. Just feeling the difference. And then press the heels down. Step the right foot between the hands for a lunge. Shoulders away from the ears. Feel a stretch through your strong back foot. Lower the left knee, draw the shoulder blades back. Long exhale, pressing both legs straight. Lunge. Keep the back knee lifted. Lunge, twist, left hand down, right arm opens up. Right hand down. Step to the top of the mat, long exhale over the legs. Round up. Arms overhead. Interlace the fingers, index fingers out, press that button on the ceiling, 3 breaths. Reach up. Lift out, bend the knees and forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. From the look up position, hands down, plank pose. Lower your knees if you need to. Let's do 1 chaturanga push up. Halfway down and up. Halfway down, upward facing dog. Let's hang out here because the first one feels really good, I think. Open up through the front of the body. You can shrug the shoulders and then unshrug them, and then extra unshrug them. Press the weight into the front parts of your hands. The tops of the feet might press down so much that the knees lift. We're going back to downward dog. Option to roll over the toes and press back. Long exhale. Balance on your left foot, lift the right leg up. Keep the hips square, foot flexed. Let the triceps open up as you squeeze the right leg a little bit higher. Downward dog, switch sides. Lift your left leg up. Press the triceps open. That's the best way I can think of to think about opening up under the armpits. Downward facing dog. Look between the hands, walk or hop forward, forward, fold. Padhastasana from the front. Separate the feet, 2 fists with distance. Bend the knees so you can relax the entire upper body. Palms up underneath the feet. Relax the head and the neck again. Shoulders away from the ears. Pull up under your feet. Using arm strength to stretch the entire back body. Lift the tailbone toward the ceiling. And breathe. Release. Step off of the hands. Toe heel the feet, or I guess you could heel toe the feet together. Inhale, long flat back, think right angle. Long exhale, forward, fold. Soften the knees, round up to standing. Arms above your head, 3 breaths. Come back to normal standing, bend the knees and forward fold. Step the right foot back to a lunge. Hands to the mat for balance. Set up a strong foundation so you can stand up, hands to hips, to get the shoulders over the knees, or shoulders over the hips. You're pressing the back off of the back foot, not pressing through the heel. Nice deep bend in the front knee, and then arms overhead eventually. Hold here. Relax the shoulders. Press into your front foot. Hands float down to frame the left foot. We're in a lunge. Inhale, lower the right knee, shoulders draw back. Exhale, try to press both legs straight. This time, press through the right heel. Lunge, lunge twist, right hand down, left arm open. Start to engage your core as you open up the hips. Left hand down. Big step onto the left foot, lift the right. Hands can be a little bit in front of the foot. As your balance gets stronger, you can walk your hands back to the ankle, but just for now, let's keep a right angle with the lifted leg. Knee facing down. Try not to sink into the left hip. Let's tap the right toes down and lift the leg back up. 2 more times. Lower the right leg and lift. Once more. And lift. Forward fold over both legs at the top of your mat. Press to stand. Arms overhead. 3 breaths, whatever you want. Arms up or back bend. Lift out, bend the knees and forward fold. Left foot back to a lunge. Set this up. Give it its fair share of attention, just the lunge, and then really establish your foundation so you can press strongly through both feet, lifting the upper body up. Hands to hips. When you are established, whoops, this mat is slippery. Oh my gosh, I've never fallen like live yet. Arms overhead. Press more through the feet without getting any taller, except maybe through the sides of the waist. Hands to the mat, framing the right foot in a lunge. Step on, lower the left knee, shoulders draw back. Feel the left hip flexors. Long exhale, pressing the legs straight. Lunge, lunge twist, left hand down, right arm opens up. Right hand down, step onto the right leg, lifting the left. Feel the left hamstrings, feel some length in the spine. Tap the left toes down and lift back up. Lower and up. Once more. And hold. Forward fold at the top of your mat. Long exhale. Press to stand. Arms overhead, 3 breaths. Lift out, forward fold. Round up to standing and turn to face the long edge of the mat. Separate your feet. Heels in, toes out. One hand on top of each leg as you squat down. Using your hands, a little bit of a shoulder shrug too is allowed at first to really get to press the legs. Dip the right shoulder forward, bring the left shoulder blade back as you press the right leg open. Switch. Come back to center, bring the palms to touch. Try not to arch the back. We're holding here. And press the legs straight. Step to the top of the mat. Inhale, arms above your head, 3 breaths. Really stay strong through the foundation, lower body. And press the legs straight. Step to the top of the mat. Inhale, arms above your head, 3 breaths. Really stay strong. Lift out, forward fold. Soften the knees and round up to standing. Balance on your left foot and pick up the right leg, hip height. Hands to hips for balance, and to also make sure that the hips are level. When you're ready, bring your palms to touch. You have a right angle with the lifted leg. 2 feet. Minimize extra movement as you reestablish balancing on both feet. Stand on the right foot and lift your left leg. Light flexion in the foot. Try to feel balanced in the upper body. So if someone were to look at you from just the waist up, they might not know that you're only standing on one leg. 2 feet. Make sure you're at the top of the mat. Inhale, arms above your head, 3 breaths. Lift out, forward, fold. Round up to standing. Balance on your left foot. Lift your right leg halfway up, or same lift as before. Can you extend the right leg? And bend, just go as far as you can. If you can't, extend it all the way. Let's do that 2 more times. Hands to hips if you need to for balance. Extend the lifted leg. And release. Once more. And balance. 2 feet. Stand on the right leg. Pay attention to your lower back, your torso a lot. Lift the left leg. Notice where you might be shifting to compensate for trying to go more than your body wants to let you. All right. Extend the left leg as much as you can. Foot is still flexed. And in, or just relaxed. Kick. And down. Pull in the core, stand up taller. 1 more extension. And hold. Balance on 2 feet. Inhale, arms above the head. 3 breaths. I offer 3 breaths or a back bend. Arms up over your head, you still get the same benefits if you're afraid of back bending or don't want to. Lift out, bend the knees and forward fold. Round up to standing. Tree pose. Balance on the left foot and pick up the right. Kickstand. Inner calf, inner thigh, or half lotus. Please do not put the foot on the knee. Try not to arch the lower back. Any variation you'd like with the upper body. Shift the gaze to something not moving. Relax your expression. Squeeze the right glute to open the hip. Carefully return to 2 feet. Lots of awareness on the right foot, taking on some of the weight from the left ankle. Tree pose, stand on the right foot, lift your left leg. Think about the lower back, drawing in your core. Tree pose, stand on the right foot, lift your left leg. Think about the lower back, drawing in your core. Stand on 2 feet. On an inhale, reach the arms overhead. 3 breaths. Stand on 2 feet. On an inhale, reach the arms overhead. Lift out, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. From the look-up position, hands down, step back to a plank pose. Separate the feet a little bit so you can lift the right leg up. It's never felt heavier, in my opinion. And switch. Lift the left leg just about a foot or so. Plank. Lower all the way down. Extend. Start with the right side. Reach the right arm out, palm down. Shoulder height, roll onto your right hip. Extend. Start with the right side. Reach the right arm out, palm down. Shoulder height, roll onto your right hip. Switch. Roll on to the left hip, extend the left arm out, opening the left shoulder. You might feel the back adjust a little bit as well. Switch. Roll on to the left hip, extend the left arm out, opening the left shoulder. You might feel the back adjust a little bit as well. Come back to your stomach, press up to a tabletop. Child's pose on your elbows. Come back to the stomach, press up to tabletop. Child's pose on your elbows. Tabletop, 1 cat-cow. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Neutral spine, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Balancing on the left foot, the right leg lifts, let the hip open, squeeze the right glute, press the left hand a little bit extra to level the shoulders. Strong lifted leg. Pigeon right side. Any variation you'd like, any modification you'd like. About 5 to 10, let's say 7 to 10 breaths. Smooth out tension as it reveals itself. That's both physical and mental. Use a long exhale to accomplish that. Few more breaths right here. Or you can practice sitting up and finding your quad stretch. If you're practicing the quad stretch, bring the right shoulder back a little bit. Back to a three-legged dog. Carefully transition. Reaching the right leg up and open. Downward facing dog. Right away, balance on the right foot, lift the left. Squeeze the glute. Open up under the triceps. Pigeon left side. Left knee behind the left wrist. Try to square your hips to the top of your mat and relax over your front leg. Smooth out tension as it reveals itself. I pretty much say that every time I notice myself kind of tensing up after a few breaths. Stay here or find your quad stretch. That felt weird. Okay. Bring the left shoulder blade back if you're doing the variation. Three-legged dog. Take your time. Move mindfully, carefully, consciously through your transitions. Reach your left leg back up. Notice if you can feel more space, more range of motion. I can. Downward dog. Lower the knees to the mat. One cat-cow. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Neutral. Right leg back, left arm reaches forward, and then reach even more. Pull in the core. Switch. Left leg back, right arm forward, and then reach again. Tabletop. Child's pose on the elbows. Release your arms forward. Prop up or tabletop on your forearms. You want your elbows to be forearm distance apart. Start to press underneath the hands, underneath the elbows. Even grip the fingers down and then smooth out under the wrists and forearms. So this is already a lot of engagement happening right now. Tuck the toes and lift your knees. Walk the feet in about a step or so. Dolphin. Press the mat away. We're opening up the triceps even more. Press under the hands and the wrists. Relax the head and the neck. Lower your knees to the mat. Tabletop. Puppy pose. Hands toward the top of the mat. Bring the forehead down or the chin. Make sure the knees stay over. The hips stay over the knees. Shift all the way forward to your stomach. Press up to a strong tabletop, kind of like just make it a push-up almost. And sit back onto your heels. Child's pose on your elbows again. Extend your hands out. Let's sit, tuck the toes and sit on the heels. Pull the pinky toes out. One hand on top of each shoulder. Draw some circles out, forward and around, and you can let the upper back get involved if you'd like. And switch directions. And release, shake out the hands. Sit up straight just for a second. Relax your hands on top of your thighs. And gently draw the shoulder blades together. You might not even, it's just about an inch. And hold here for a moment. If your feet are killing you, you can untuck the toes. Release the shoulders. So it's a really subtle movement, okay? Bring the shoulder blades closer together. And release. Good job. Tabletop. Roll out the feet, tap out the ankles. Tuck your toes, hover the knees. Downward facing dog. Balance on the left leg, lift the right leg back up, reach, press, squeeze. Lizard lunge, right side. Both hands inside of the right foot. Take your time, softening down to your forearms, your props. Keep the right knee over the right ankle. Lifting the back knee will make this more intense. And also walking the hands or elbows a little bit farther forward as long as the leg stays back will also add on. Or as long as you don't walk the knee forward as well, is what I mean. Couple more breaths. And carefully transition out and back to a downward dog with the right leg back and up. Focus on pressing the left heel down as the hips really open up. Downward facing dog. Standing on the right foot, lift the left leg back and up, reach. Lizard, left side. Both hands inside of the left foot. Take your time. Keep your thoughts present. Try not to tell yourself this feels good, this feels bad, this just feels. And then think about how the breath expands the torso. Think about the exhale, consciously, subconsciously as well, relaxing your body. Just a couple more breaths. Let yourself sink that much lower. And oof, we did it. Make your way back to a downward facing dog with the left leg lifted, using some strength to explore your new range of motion. Downward facing dog. Lower your knees to the mat. Untuck the toes. Child's pose. Bring the arms by your sides this time, letting the forehead come down, and then just let the shoulders shrug forward. Breathe deeply to get the most out of this. Round up. Sitting on just your heels without the toes tucked. Let's sit up tall, bring the stomach in a little bit more, and gently bring the shoulder blades together. Really slight movement. Release. And bring the shoulder blades together just about an inch. Continue to breathe and hold. Release. Tabletop. One cat cow. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Neutral. Back down to the forearms. Measure the distance between the elbows. Start to press down underneath the hands, the elbows, the forearms, the wrists, the palms. Tuck the toes. Keep that engagement and lift as you press into dolphin. Walk the feet in a little bit and press everything away using your elbows. Press under the hands and wrists again. Inhale, lift onto the toes. Feel the weight shift forward. Shift the gaze a little bit forward as well. And then press back, release the head and the neck. Once more. Lift onto the toes. Press down again under the wrists, the palms, the forearms. And press back. Lower the knees to the mat. Untuck the toes, tabletop. Child's pose, round the spine a lot. Round up. Sit to one side and lie back on your back. Where is this going? And we're gonna stretch out for a moment with opening up the shoulder blades. Tuck the chin. And don't actually press the shoulder blades back, but kind of think about how we were pinching the shoulder blades together. Gently feel how They're kind of going back to where you were holding them when you used the floor. Draw the right knee into the chest. Twist. Guide the knee across to the left. Right arm reaches out and away. Palm down is ideal, but if that's too much, palm up. Come back to center and switch sides, full body stretch. And hug the left knee in. This hip really needs to pop. And twist. Nice full breathing to expand the chest. The stretched out muscles are able to receive more oxygen, and that's good for them. So breathe here. Take advantage of the flexibility you have right now. And back to center. Full body stretch. And hug both knees in. One hand on top of each knee. The feet are just next to each other, not crossing. Happy baby. Soles of the feet face the ceiling. Knees are wide. You can rock. You can straighten one leg at a time, both legs. Oops. Uncurl the tailbone. Press the feet into your hands. Legs up the wall. Reach your legs up. Place your hands, palms down underneath the lower back. The legs do not have to be straight. What you're looking for is a balancing point where minimal effort is required. Soft gaze up at the feet. Draw the knees into the chest. Rock up to a seated position and turn to face the long edge of your mat. Left foot in, right foot out. Sit up tall and reach the left arm up and over. Side body stretch. Don't dip forward. Keep this in the side. Sit up. Baby wild thing. Lean on the left hand, left knee, right foot. Press your hips forward, lean back. Sit back down. I'm having microphone issues. Switch out the feet. Right foot in, left foot out. Sit up tall. And then right arm up and over. Lift up. Baby wild thing. Lean on the right hand, right shin, left foot. And sit down. Sit up tall. Find an even or neutral neck. Okay, we're going to stretch the neck out because neck and triceps these days, right? Okay. Tilt your ear to the right. Notice if you jut your chin forward or tuck it in. Start in neutral and then just tilt to the right. And lift up. Tilt to the left. Look for those really subtle adjustments that you make to try to go farther. So, like I said, jutting forward or back. And lift. Look over the right shoulder. Keep the chin straight. And center. Look over the left shoulder. Oh, I noticed I was leading with the chin. And back. Let's lift the chin. You can keep the teeth closed, and also try to sit up tall when you do this. And center. Lower the chin without slouching forward. Center. Half or full circles. You can let the upper back relax and move with you. Back to neutral. Just close the eyes for a moment. Sit up tall. Hands are either by your side or heart center. Have gratitude for your practice. Have gratitude for the desire to take care of yourself because you exist, and that means you've accomplished a lot to get yourself here right now. Let's close with a breath. Inhale, arms reach wide and overhead. Long exhale. Again, thank you for your presence. I'm very grateful to have you here. Until next time, namaste. Ooh.
Thank you.
Yay, good class. Except for all the loud people, I had to hush up. All right, thank you. Goodbye, thank you.